We go. Welcome back, my friends. Welcome back to the gaming Galleon. Yeah, I don't know what happened to the birds. Alright, I don't know what to tell you. Some things got stuck in the mix. Maybe we had to put the old tape player in one of the holes that the dry rock created during our long time at port. I have no idea. It's missing. But hey, I could listen to this all day. Oh my god. I'm back at the Renaissance Festival. Can't wait. Jousting starts at 2, right? We don't want to be late. Anyway. Thanks for making it. Nice to see you all during the Halloween season. It is the day before Halloween. In fact, it is All Hallows Eve. Is that right? No, it's the eve of All Hallows Eve, right? Nailed it. I'm Captain Ras. I am the owner of this proud ship we see. Well, not much of. We see the inside of the captain's quarters, my quarters. Outside of the door is a massive galleon, a giant ship with sails and rails and wheels and crew, pirates, each and every one of them looking for adventure. I happen to win this ship in a drunken match of Street Fighter II many years ago. And I just happen to have a bit of a passion for finding video games. So I thought, why not combine the two and fill that sucker to the brim with some of the greatest... Okay. Let's not oversell it. Basically any video game I could find. Okay? Alright? Not exactly a stickler for condition. But we have a lot of them. And that means we have a lot of ports to land on. How do we do that? Well, the navigator. Of course. How I'm speaking to you. Yes, this is more than just a camera, my friends. It is attached to a wondrous piece of machinery that was wired into this ship long ago. And somehow, a little magic happens every time you plug a video game into the navigator, whether it be a disc, a cart, or whatnot. The navigator zooms in on the location that game takes place and begins to travel the ship to said destination. This ship's been around a lot. Okay, if it was a piece of luggage, it'd be covered in stickers. Alright? We never know where the navigator's going to take us. Well, sometimes we do, because we know the games, but sometimes we don't. Sometimes we pop in games we know little to nothing about, and the navigator speeds us there anyway. In today's adventure, that is just such a place. Today, we find ourselves on the edge, bobbing up and down of some very shaky waves. Just outside, if you look over the rail, you'll see a horizon of fog and water. We sit, my friends, right on the edge of the sea of death. That's right. The sea of death. An area I know nothing about. Because as soon as I found it in today's video game, Ultimate Ghosts and Goblins for the PSP, I stopped. The game booted up. The Sea of Death. And our friend Arthur, a knight of sorts, set out to save a princess, finds himself in a room, murky, lined with reefs. And on the other side of that room, a red plunger. Not exactly sure. Anything could happen. All we know is that we stand at the Sea of Death. What will happen when we jump on that plunger? We'll have to find out very, very soon. But hey, look, it's a holiday. Can we have something to eat? I mean, jeez. It's not a holiday if you don't indulge, right? So let me have something. Look at this. I brought some treats. Okay? Look at this. How about some cheese, huh? Transylvanian hard cheese soaked in red wine. What's so Transylvanian about it? It was aged in a Romanian salt cave. Yes! Come on. Come on. I mean, is there a better reason to buy a hunk of cheese? Let's open this up. Oh yeah, here we go. Ooh, it's flaky. It's flaking off. There you go, huh? Romanian. Oh my god. I can taste the Romanian now. Wow. Good. We didn't really have to do a show today, do we? We got a lot going on today. We're going to play Ultimate Ghosts and Goblins. Okay? At the bottom of the hour, we're going to come back to the captain's quarters here. We'll open up the chest. Alright? Now, generally, there's some stuff that an old sea dog like me had an eye for and picked up. Couple of things in here. I don't really know what's in there. Okay? Frankly, it's been a while since I've been going out on the regular. What happened? Oh. So, I don't know what's in there. We'll have to find out soon. Okay? Once that happens, we'll go back to Ultimate Ghosts and Goblins. And then we'll head over here to the mailbag. The bag that tells no tales. Where some of you fine crew members, in the time-honored tradition of old television variety shows, send me a question, a letter to read to you, and maybe answer on the spot. Okay? Now I gotta wash that stuff down. I got some cider here. It's cranberry. I guess it's supposed to be bloody. Sure. Okay. I'm gonna wash this down. Pretty good. So I went to I went to a corn maze for the first time yesterday. Oh, now we're talking. It was amazing. It was out in this prairie I've been going to. It's October, okay? Late October. So all the stalks are like 7 feet high, and they're all brown and withered, okay? The weather's gotten to them, right? Now, I don't know what they're going to do with all this corn. Frankly, I should have asked. Are they gonna eat it? It didn't look. It seemed. Wouldn't they get? When they get it already, maybe they're using it for seeds. Maybe they're gonna make necklaces out of it. But this cornfield was immense. Okay, stretched out among everything. As I'm getting to the entrance, there's children. There's like a tour going through. Okay, lots of kids running around. School tour. It's midday. It's overcast. Okay, it's cloudy. I make my way over to the entrance of the corn maze. And there's a sign that says entrance. And the sign says it could take 45 minutes or longer to find the exit. So I'm looking at the sign, and then I look down the row of corn, and about 30 feet away is the exit. It says a sign, exit only. Okay? I'm like, well, this can't be that hard. I heard on the radio that they had fashioned the entire maze like the Headless Horseman. How do they even do that? Do they trace that out by helicopter and then have like a tractor? How do they even do that? How do they even make that design? Anyway, I peered into the corn maze, couldn't see anything, just corn. The passageway, the entrance, went about 30 feet deep, and then took a corner. It's muddy. It's been raining. It was raining a lot in the Midwest lately. A lot of traffic here. Okay? And you could tell just a lot of sneakers and stuff. People going through this part. I'm like, no problem. There's one other sign, and it says, if you find the 4 scarecrows, take a picture with you and the scarecrow, and then bring them back to an official, and then you get enrolled in a $50 gift card raffle. All right? So, treasure to be had. Right? Very interesting. So I start going through this thing, and at first I'm hearing the kids off in the distance. They're on like the playground. They're outside the maze. And I'm hearing other people through the corn and other passageways and stuff trying to get out. I'm noticing as I get just started, I'm noticing that there are some paths through the corn that I don't think were intended. That people had trailblazed themselves to create shortcuts, right? So I stay off those at first. I want to try and play it legit, right? No, I'm not looking at the clock, okay? And I'm just nothing but corn. It's kind of eerie. Because you just look into the corn and just, what could be in there? It's muddy. Very, everything's brown and decayed around you. It's just you and corn, man. And I had my adventurer's backpack on me. So I'm running around. And I look for, I'm just walking. Kind of loving it, And eventually I turn a corner, and I see a scarecrow. He's got a pumpkin head, and he's got a shroud on, like a black shroud. It's very cute. Okay, it was only like 3 feet high, or 4 feet high. Okay, a big smiling pumpkin, and I couldn't resist. I took a picture of myself with the silly pumpkin. I don't usually do this, but I was like, hey, you know what? Maybe I'll find all 4 of them, right? So I'm turning corners. I'm looking around, trying to figure out where I'm supposed to go next. And I just get turned around. I don't know where I'm going. I have no idea. I had some supplies with me. I bought a bag of popcorn and an apple cider slushie. The popcorn's gone by now. Too late did I think, gee, that would have made a great bridge rail. And the slushie's done. Now I'm just holding this cup. And I don't want to put it in my pocket. I don't want to put it in, what's it called? My pack, because it's all sticky, right? So I'm holding this thing, stuck with this styrofoam cup. I'm not going to drop it on the ground like the jerks that I see. Some people have done this in the maze. I'm not going to do that. And then I see my savior. I start singing. Start singing the game in Galleon, actually. And as I get to the crescendo, we just left the real world behind. I turn the corner, gaming on another scarecrow. The Galleon in a spacesuit, a NASA suit. I was like, my savior. So I take a picture with him. And then I unzip the front, shove the styrofoam cup down in there, zip it back up. I'm on my way. Okay? He'll be fine. You know, somebody will find it, and then that way we'll be okay. All right? No problem. So, at this point, I'm really getting lost. I don't know where I am. I don't know how long I've been in there. And it really falls apart when I turn back around. I turn another corner and I realize I'm face to face with the first scarecrow. The scarecrow with the shroud. I'm like, you've got to be kidding me. How did I get back here? This is not good. This isn't good at all. And I know he's not far from the entrance. So I'm like, I gotta figure out a better way to deal with this. So that's when I decide that I'm gonna try and create some sort of marking system. I was like, well, I could take like some dead corn and drive it into the ground at any intersection that I'm passing through, and I'll know that I've passed through that area of the intersection. Like if I came to an intersection from the south, drive some corn into the ground in the southern path, and then I'll know, okay, I've been down that one. It's not that way. But then I'm like, dude, do you realize how many times I'm gonna have to bend over to pick up some corn? That sounds like a nightmare. That's never going to happen. There's no way. Forget it. So then I'm like, well, what if I just start unhusking the corn? In each path that I travel, at the end of it, unhusk one of the pieces of corn. How about that? I could do that. So I start doing it, and, you know, the corn is like bright yellow. It may as well be on fire. It's like a total torch out here in all this brownness. So every curve I make, I start unhusking a corn. And I start thinking, is this okay? Is this allowed? Is this cheating? Is this bad? Like, are they going to use this corn? What, you know, is someone losing here? And I'm like, well, most of this stuff looks rotted as I'm pulling it. They must be planning on using this for, like, planting or something. I don't know. I have no idea. I meant to ask. I need to ask. I need to find out, you know, did I do something terrible? I don't know. I honestly don't. So, but I just knew I had to get out of there. You know what I'm saying? So I started to do it, and I started creating circles. I'm like, oh my god, I've already been here. Look, there's corn. There's unhusked corn right there. I've been here before. This isn't good. So, then it starts to work out. I start, but before it happens, I find the entrance again. I find the entrance to the maze, and I walk out of it, and I sit down on the ground. I know I've husked some corn there. I started carving out a way enough to find my way back to the entrance. That's not where I want to be, though. I want to get through this thing. So I sit down on the ground outside, and I'm just staring at the entrance. I'm like, am I really going to do this? Like, it's wet. I just washed my pants. I don't care. I need to sit down. I'm sitting on the grass. I'm looking at this. My butt's wet. I'm like, I could leave. I could leave right now. I don't have to do this. I'm like, no. I look 30 feet to my left. There's the exit. It's only 30 feet away. There's got to be a way through that. So I get myself back up, and I trudge back in there. I don't get further. Now I start looking at the shortcuts even closer, and I realize that someone has, in fact, trailblazed a shortcut from the entrance, very close to the entrance, to the path that leads to the exit. I go through it to explore it, just to check. And that's exactly what's happened. I'm like, you could take this, dude. This is it. It's not your fault that somebody did it. It's part of the game. Someone found a way through. Go for it. No, it's not going to happen. So I continue to go back to the maze. I continue to unhusk. I start to find some little areas that say, I get so deep that there are like little facts on platforms about like Indian corn and stuff, and then it says, it gives you the hint, and it gives you the tip, the history lesson, and then at the bottom it says, you need a hint? Lift this up and you can see the map of the maze and where you are. No maps. No maps. I checked to see my clock. I check my clock before I go back in the maze. I don't remember how long I was in there initially, but the second time I went in, I checked the time. It was 1:50. And I kept unhusking corn and kept going in circles and kept making wrong decisions and right decisions. And eventually, I got through that sucker. I couldn't believe it. Seeing that exit, man. Seeing that exit sign, that simple exit sign. It was like seeing the light at the end of the tunnel, man. Whew. I looked at it. I even took a picture of the exit sign with me there. And as I'm doing that, about 10 kids walk up to the entrance. Younger people, maybe 20 somethings, and then a mom. They're all together, and they're like, "Oh my God, corn maze! Look." They said, "Oh, it says it'll take 45 minutes or longer to get through this," and another one's like, "Well, maybe if we speed run it." Maybe if we speed run it, we can do it in like 30. Two of them are like, "Guys, we gotta go get a map. I'll be right back. We can't go in there without a map. This is crazy." A few of them go in. Mom says, "Hey, you know what? I think I'm just gonna go take a squat over at that table there. You kids have fun." They entered. I exited. And went along my merry way. All right. Sorry about the long story. Got some corn mazes for you. How about some dessert? Monster Mash? You hungry? Give me some of this. You guys ready to play Ultimate Ghouls and Ghosts? Mm. See you death. Let's get to it, huh? Oh, yeah. Cheers. Look who's out of practice. Let me don the old Harper transition here. Perfectly in tune. Let's get started. It's Ultimate Ghosts and Goblins for the PlayStation Portable. Okay? Where are we at here? Oh yeah. Perfect. Alright, so see. Oh wait, I gotta get my yeah, we're good to go here. Okay. Whew. A lot there. Alright, so the Sea of Death. I don't know what's in here. Like I said, there's this plunger. Okay? I have no idea what's going on in there. You notice there's some reefs here that looking... Oh, let me give you a little audio here. Booyah! There you go. Looking a little creepy. We've got some grenades that we'll be using as weapons. And we have a magic spell that we can use kind of as a shield. Okay? Let's get in here. Okay. Oh, my God. What just happened? Whoa. Oh, my God. Okay. Let's check our equipment. Is there anything? We've got some shields here. We've got a shield that makes us fly. I don't think that's going to come in handy. Let's just stick with the normal shield. Okay? Yeah. Alright, here we go. Alright, going up. Whoa! Hello. Alright, this isn't so bad. No problem. What's the issue? Whew! Excellent music for this. I think I picked this up from... I did not get this at a pawn shop. That's for sure. Did not get a deal on this. I don't remember how much I got it for. It was probably like $10, I think, at the time. I know it was a little cheaper than I expected it to be. And, you know, heard nothing but good things, so... Oh! I thought that was the safe place. That's why I went there. We've got 4 lives here. So far, this hasn't been so bad. Where's the water? Oh, here we go. Oh, we got some holy water. I don't know if I really wanted that. Just kind of going with the flow here. Not sure where this is going to take us. This game, is really difficult. But boy, does it get addicted because... How do I get that? Oh, I know how I can get that. Let's try and get that. There are these shields that give you different abilities. And, you know, if I didn't pick this shield up earlier, I wouldn't have the ability to do this. Oh, dang it. Okay, well, I'll take it. I wonder what this shield does. The shields will lose durability. And you'll lose them forever if that happens. Let's see what this one does. Emperor Shield. Shields said to have been used by a legendary ruler. Okay. Great. Great durability here. Let's use it. There's a little number for each one. So each time you block an attack with the shield, it loses some durability. So you can block here. I don't use that much. And then if it runs out, oh my God, who is this woman? She's got to be okay. She's got to be nice, right? Come on. It's Ghosts and Goblins. She's got to be nice, right? You got something to say? Oh my God, she's actually going to talk to us. What is she doing? I need bone, skin, and an eye. You do not possess what I require. Oh, alright. Sorry. I'll take one of these. This is great stuff. Okay, now what that is, look at it, it says right here. The warp staff. So if we ever want to come back to this lady, if we find that stuff, we can warp right back here. We found a couple of these. We found one that leads us to like a swamp and a castle. We can't go to any of the other levels, which is really neat. The game continues on, but you never really have to start at the beginning of it. But the question is, like, how do you get these warp stabs for like the first level and stuff? I guess you'd have to like rebeat the game. I have no idea, but it's really neat that you can transport back to these other places that you happen to find the stabs because there's items in there. There may be like a shield that you wanted and it broke because it ran out of durability, but you knew it was in this area, so you can go back there. And there's other like branching areas that at the time I couldn't get into because, say, like, you know, I didn't have that. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to hurt you. No, I don't want to talk to you again. I'm out of here. At the time, you may not have had the correct item to get anywhere, like that flying shield. If we didn't have that flying shield, we wouldn't have been able to get here. So, it's pretty neat. The game is far more non-linear than most Ghosts and Goblins games, and that really helps with... Oh wait, I need that flying shield. With how difficult these games are, notoriously are. If you get busted up in one level, it's just too much for you. You can warp out of there to one of the other ones that you have earned access to. It's not really fast traveling because you earned a way to get them. I don't know what these rings do. Let's see what it says about the ring. It's mysterious. Here. Rings. Sacred ring. It will prove important on Arthur's quest. So who knows? You know, a lot of mystery going on here. And you could have left that behind. Let me in! Where are you gonna put me? Okay, I'll take it. We got 3 more lives here. How are we doing on time? We are like way over, right? Are we really at 33 minutes? So what does that mean? If we're at 33 minutes, and we gotta do booty, we gotta put 10 minutes to that, 30, 43, and then, what, like 10 minutes to say goodbye? So, we got like, oh! We want to revisit this at least like 10 minutes, so we better go. We better get out of here. Oh, leave me alone. Okay, get away. What are these? What is this? New weapon. Go up! Pile of bones. Alright, let's leave it there. Okay? Let's leave it there. Alright, give me the harp of transition. Give me the harp. Okay? So, we're playing... Alright, we're coming back. Wow, what a pain in the ass. Great game. Where am I here? Nightmare of a game for what we're doing. You want to know why? We're playing this with a PSP, okay? This sucker's plugged into the navigator. That's wonderful. The problem is if I don't continue to do this and mess around with it, the PSP will shut down. And then we're in no man's land. I found that out halfway through the monologue. So if you saw me putzing around here as I'm telling you about being in a corn maze, that's why. I had to get everything back up. So, we gotta keep doing this. Okay? There's no way around it. I just gotta keep touching it. I have to keep... Yes, you're great. Everything about you is wonderful. I have to keep touching you. Anyway, let's get to the booty. Okay? There's one bag in here. I don't know what's in it. I checked the receipt, and it looks like there's 8 games that we got for $2 each. I didn't look at the games. All I did was look at the receipt. I got these months ago. And put them in a big Tupperware bin for a day like this. Okay? In addition to that, we have one more thing to check out. An artifact, if you will. Okay? And then we'll head back to Ghosts and Goblins. Alright? This is from a pawn shop. Pawn shops... I mean, at this point, it's almost like thrift stores are better. Although I know thrift stores are sending everything online, so it's like it's dead. There's one pawn shop that I know of that still flat ratings things and seems to not be completely stripped the minute they put stuff on the shelf. One place. So that's really the only place I'm going to anymore. And that's where we found this. Okay? Let's check out the menu. Get some Monster Mash. How about this, huh? Monster Mash cereal. Frankenberry's out there, Count Chocula's out there, but then they had this. I had to get this. Look at this. Monster cereal history. 1971, Count Chocula and Frankenberry step onto the scene. 1972, Boo Berry turns the monster duo into a trio. 1974, Fruit Brute joins the group. And then finally in 1988, Yummy Mummy rounds out the lineup. They're all in the back here. You got Yummy Mummy with the tambourine. Man, you never want to be the guy with the tambourine, huh? Good stuff. Alright, you better touch the PSP, dude. You better keep touching that PSP, bro. You better touch it. Bag. Can I have 2 hands for 1 second, please? Bag here. Thank you. Okay. Some games in there. Is anything gonna blow the doors off? I doubt it. But I have a feeling if I pick these up for $2 each, they were either stuff we didn't have in the hold or was certainly worth grabbing for $2. This was at this point I'm not grabbing absolutely anything that's $2 because, you know, we don't need the stuff in quadruplicate. You understand? Okay, let's take a look. First thing here is Wolfenstein. Okay. It's not bad. Wolfenstein, oh boy. There we go. Wolfenstein for the 360. Okay. That's how it looks inside. Looks like she's in good shape. Got the manual there. id Software. Haven't played this one. Exploring this dark fantasy promises to be a gripping adventure. Don't break your promise! Don't break your promise, Wolfenstein. Figure out where I put that drink. Okay. Chronicles of Riddick on the 360. This one, if I remember correctly, this fetches a decent price. $20 game? Am I off on that? I think that could be right. It's pretty hot. Maybe I'm thinking of the PS3 version. PS3 version I know is a little hard to grab. Playing a game as what's this person's name again? I keep thinking Val Kilmer. That's not right. Vin Diesel. Vin Diesel. Yeah, that's a pass. All right. I hear that's a good game though. Just not for me. Prison in space. You're trying to break out of a prison in space. No, not for me. I'd like to... Can I just do Swords and Serpents for the rest of my life, please? What's this? Toy Story 3! PlayStation 3. Wow, that's pretty good. You'd be surprised. You'd be surprised. This one is pretty good. It's got a kind of an open world toy box experience. I hasten to say Minecraft. It's 2D, 2-player split screen. And I think I remember recently trying to play this with my niece and nephew, and with another version of this, another disc, and crapping out immediately. So I'll probably give them this disc. Maybe I heard the critics really praised this toy box mode when it came out. This was before Disney Infinity. Maybe this was even before. This couldn't have been before Minecraft. This must have been inspired by Minecraft. Play as Zurg, exclusive content. That can't be true. Is that for the PlayStation 3? Okay. Oh yeah, play as Zurg. There it is. Huh? I didn't know that. Take that, 360. All right. Okay. Not bad. That's definitely worth $2. Oh yeah, definitely. I think that would pay for the lot. I think that we've got 8 games here. So it came out to $18 after tax. Whoa. Oh, an import. Huh. Look at this. How about that? What do you think it is? What do we got? I have no earthly idea. Wow, that's a lot of robots. $2 for a game we probably know nothing about. Let's see the back. Does it look playable? I have no idea. There's robots. These all look like cutscenes. We've got some women here who are yelling about something. I couldn't even guess as to the gameplay. I mean, I guess it looks like turn-based strategy, which I'm sure us English speakers will be able to wrap our heads around that. Let's take a look at the disc. I couldn't even. It doesn't even look like Gundam or anything to me. I have no idea. Pretty cool. Pretty neat. And then on that. Alright, what's this? What do we got? Oh! A game it's very hard for me to not pass it, to pass on this one. Even with as many copies as we've had. Very hard to pass on MotorStorm. $2 game. Probably certainly worth $2. I like, that's probably all you'll get for it, is what I'm saying. But this is a beautiful copy. Pristine copy. Why I believe this was a pack-in game at one point. So they're growing on trees. They're just crazy common game, but crazy fun. Pretty self-explanatory. It's racing. But, racing how you want it. You're racing against, ATV versus 4x4 versus rally car versus semi. All on the same track. Pretty cool game, man. MotorStorm. Really like that game. Alright, what do we got here? Halo Anniversary. I think I remember my younger friends being utterly disappointed with this one. Am I wrong? Am I thinking of something else? I think I am. Maybe I'm thinking of like Halo Collection. I don't know how this one fared. A remake of the original Halo game. Believe it or not, I played it all the way through on the original Xbox. Never played it online though. Never played multiplayer. Well, I guess I played some split screen multiplayer. This would be a neat revisit. Good game. Very good game. I wonder how it fares in this remake. Interesting. Pretty neat. Is this a poster? No, but what a nice manual. Look at that. Anything else? Two more. What's this? It says, this is your fight on the back. On the front, it says Tekken 6. Okay. I don't really care. I don't know why I brought this. I almost feel like I picked it up with the intention of putting it back down and then forgot to. Who knows? Maybe this is the only copy we have. I have no idea. Alright, Tekken 6. Goes to show you how much I like Tekken, right? And then finally... So it feels like a PlayStation 3 game. Oh, wow, what a neat pickup. Huh. Game of Thrones. It says Atlas. It certainly didn't score like an Atlas game. From what I remember, the critics just ripped this one to shreds. Still, we didn't have it. It's a nice, clean, complete copy here. $2 all day for me. I doubt this is worth anything. I'm pretty sure it's worth nothing. But if we didn't have it, yeah, $2 all day. Beautiful, just really cool. I mean, jeez, look at the throne of swords there. Wow, pretty cool stuff. I think it's a turn-based strategy. For whatever reason, it didn't fare well. I don't know why. Anyway, that's 8 games here. Let's pick them up. Take a look. We got an RPG in there, a couple of nice shooters, Riddick, Halo, Motorstorm, Great Racer, good old, and then, you know, Toy Story, real fun, children's fare there that adults can enjoy too, and then a mystery game import just to you know, spice it up. Nice lot in my opinion. Very well rounded. We got all those for $2 each. The receipts here. So I knew that much. I'm not going to bore you with details. After taxes, it came out to $17, $17.03. I think we did okay there. That's less than $2 a game, right? Is that less than $2 a game? 18 divided by, what was it? 8 games? 8 times 2 is 16? No, okay. It's a little over $2. Good math, Raz. Good math. Where are we at in time? We got 13 minutes. We gotta go. We're just gonna have to leave this for another day. Alright. Back to Ultimate Ghouls and Ghosts. Let's get to it. Let's go. Get me back in here. Where are we at? The Sea of Death? I think we're already making some progress. Do you want to play it? Where's the... Oh, yeah. Right. I'm sure you do. Let's get back to it. Oh, way to keep the music on the whole time. Killing it, Raz. Alright, let's go. Let's get back to it. You didn't mind, did you? It's good music, right? Oh my god. You didn't hear me using the select thing the whole time, did you? You didn't hear me do this the whole time, did you? Oh my god! This truly is Season of Terror. Let's get back to it. God damn it. Unbelievable. You know, the worst part about it is that happens now and then. I do like this horribly terrible mess up. And it's like people are like, yeah, I love that part. Really like that part. Yeah, where the dog's laughing at you for 10 minutes? I love that part. It's really, that's good. You planned that, right? I used my magic spell. You planned the dog laughing at you for 10 minutes, right? No, it's called amateur production. Okay? Still at it. Get me through here. Oh, it's almost there! This is my last life. Oh my god, what is this big blob? Whoa! I should probably keep going. Come on, I used that shield, it did nothing. I used my magic spell, it did nothing. So I guess these are embryo. Oh, they are embryo. How gross. How gross. Not nearly as C as I expected. Hey, look, some armor. I needed that. Sweet. But I guess these are fish eggs, so that applies, right? Oh Man, I really liked when you left the select thing on over and over. That was great. That was great. This is my favorite part. I really like that part. Keep going. I guess we're not doing something. There's nothing here. Was there anything there? Oh, I'll take these grenades all day. I like these. Geronimo! I wonder if there's... Oh, now this is one of the armors I found. So here's... This is cool. There's different armors. Can I show you that? No. You can pick up these items. I don't know. Never mind. I can't even show you. Who cares? Anyway, this is a piece of armor that I did... A set of armor that I did find. And now it'll show up now. I guess it's like Speed Demon. Because he runs. So now he's like booking around. I guess that's the benefit of it. Oh, apparently I took regular armor. No, this is angelic armor. I'm not sure what that does. It looks like it gives us some sort of shield. I think I lost it. A lot of different armor sets here. A lot of different... Oh my god. A lot of different paths. Take a lot of mysteries. I've encountered some dead ends. Like, how do I get in there? It's like there's got to be some sort of item that I can find somewhere and then come back. If I manage to find the warp staff. So, oh, I think we found a boss. Oh my god, what is in there? Oh no. Okay. Okay. Okay, let's use our magic. Who are you? Blew him up. Give me that. Sweet. Oh, full armor. Full magic. Oh, and look at this! Angelic armor! I can fly! I've never had this before. I heard that I think I found an item. Yeah, I found this. Feather from an angel. Nice localization. Who's fallen from grace. So that gave us access to this. Look at this. How long does it work? Like forever? I kind of need it. Oh, I'm just gonna drop these things right on his head. Don't you do it! Don't you do it! Come over here. Come on, I want to ambush you. Oh, not that one. Whoa! Oh! No! Oh, that's what I get. I'm still up! I still have the armor! Let's go back down. I'm gonna use the spell. Now it's gonna be difficult. Hey, he's got angelic armor! Get him! Oh. Darn it. Alright, that's all she got. That's it. Okay. Pretty exciting stuff, huh? Hard game to find these days. Hard game to find these days. You know, it's PSP, so it's a little disc. And most of these Ghouls and Ghosts games, Ghosts and Goblins games, people want them. A beautiful game. Let's get this sound out of there. For God's sake. So yeah, I think, does it say? No price. I think we got it for 10. Definitely worth it. One I think I'm going to keep playing. I'd like to see... I'd like to get all those warp staffs. I kind of like finding those, because they're hidden. You gotta run around and find them. And they give you access to different areas. I like that. I think that's neat. I like that he's constantly on the road, but he's zipping back and forth. Ghosts and Goblins is generally a very linear game, so that's a nice change. Alright, can we hit the mailbag? And then we're going to say goodbye. Okay? Let's do it. Dead men tell no tales. Neither does this bag. I tell the tales. This bag prompts me. Thanks to you. Thanks to the nice people who sent some letters. Let's see what we got. Dear Cap and Raz, you've graced us with a melodious warning more than once to beware of the blob. Beware of the blob, it sleeps and creeps and glides and slides across the... Well, you know how it goes, right? An intoxicating tune around Halloween, to say the least. So pray, ponder, and perhaps even propose to us a plethora of your favorite slime and blob characters. May they leap and creep and slide and glide across the floor in style. Happy holidays, the J Nerd. Thank you, Jay. I appreciate the letter. Jay left a few notes here, a few examples. The slime from Dragon Quest, Ditto from Pokemon. He also mentioned the gelatinous cube from Dungeons and Dragons. Absolutely. That's got to be the king. As far as video games, the gelatinous cube in Baldur's Gate Dark Alliance. You're in this sewer with a pal. Okay, you guys have been chopping kobolds and what are those jackal humanoids called? Name escapes me at the moment. Anyway, you're fighting, bipedal rodents and mammals, and all of a sudden, you're a little deeper in the sewer, and you stop finding them. They were crawling all over the sewer. All of a sudden, they're gone, and you get to an area where you start finding not kobolds, but bones of kobolds sitting in the sewer water. And you're like, what the hell happened? But you're kind of relieved. You've been dealing with these things for a while. You start walking the twisted areas of this sewer underneath Baldur's Gate. You turn a corner, and all of a sudden, out of nowhere, this gigantic 40-foot tall, 40-foot wide, or maybe a little less wide. Let's go 30 by 30. Turquoise, very aggressive looking cube comes charging at you. As it gets closer, you see that there's bits and pieces of weapons and bones and skulls and armor floating around in it. And you just have to fry the thing with like burning hands, or stand back and shoot some flaming arrows into it. It's giving out this gurgle. It's holding its shape. It's a cube, and it's gelatinous. And you finally put enough damage into the thing that the sides of it start to go convex, and it flattens, and then it starts to dissolve and mix with the sewer water. What a build-up! Because you're fighting the stupidest kobolds. These things they're like bite size, and then all of a sudden this thing comes out of nowhere. Well, oh my god! What's happening in the sewer? Thank you, Jay. That's a good one. All right, what do we got? A couple more here. We have time for this, right? All right, we're going overtime. Yeah, Captain, I have a question for you. Are we cool? Did I do something to anger you? I've been sitting here in silence for hours watching you whip everything in your path. Why would you showcase a game like Castlevania that glorifies killing my kind? I thought you were better than those Belmont scumbags. If this is about the time I bid Angry Hoosier at the pub, then fine. I'll finally say I was in the wrong and that I'm sorry. But petting me on the head, even as a joke, is certainly not cool. It's not my fault that I can only turn into a dog and not a bat, like those other blood-sucking wretches. It's good to see you on the ship again, and happy Halloween. Your Count at Arms, Count Pupper. Thank you. Thank you, Count Pupper. Appreciate that. Sorry about that. Sorry. It's Castlevania. It's Halloween. They're synonymous. What can I say? Hoosier probably had it coming. You don't have to apologize for that. All right. Finally, hello, Raz. It's been a short stay so far aboard your fine vessel, this Galleon. And I wish to say a mighty ahoy. Ahoy! Thank you for letting me be a part of this motley crew. Oh, please. The pleasure's all mine. Thank you for joining. The question I wish to ask is simply this. If you had to live in the world of the last few games you played, what world would they be in and why? Happy Halloween, Lulu. Well, the last 3 games, I wrote them down here, were the Immortal. It's Halloween season. I've been playing macabre games. Okay? During this season. The Immortal for the Sega Genesis, Alan Wake for the Xbox 360, and Castlevania. The Immortal takes place in a medieval era with magic and mysticism. Orc and trolls too, but magic and mysticism nonetheless. And they probably don't have social media in that world. I'm in. Alan Wake, beautiful countryside. You're up in the northwest. National parks, cabins, beautiful. But then you got to deal with all the people that are there. Not that the people there are particularly annoying. It's just contemporary society. Why am I going to go from this society into that society? Give me the Immortal. Finally, Castlevania. Now it's too cliche. Can't do it. I really appreciate everybody making it today. So nice to see you. Thank you for joining me on our adventure here, the Sea of Death. We'll see you next time. I'm not sure where. And I'm certainly not sure when. But I can tell you one thing. Wherever we end up, and whenever we end up there, we'll be there together. So, until next time. Anybody see the mug? Oh boy. Wasn't it over here? Ah, I put the scarf on it. Like this. Well and adieu to ye fair Spanish maidens. Farewell and adieu, ye ladies of Spain, for we received orders for to have a happy Halloween. And lo, nevermore shall we see ye again. You're not going to tell me, are you? Keep your powder dry, mate.